So the Salvage Yard Robberies have been out now for, about a month now, I guess? Other than the once per week limitation, they're a great source of money grinding income. The payout is pretty decent, but more importantly, they're a lot of fun to complete. They play out like mini heists, where you have to do some setups and then a finale. And in my opinion, the playthrough is very refreshing, and like I said, they're a lot of fun. Of the 4 varieties, probably my most favorite robberies to complete would have to be the podium robbery and the cargo ship robbery, both of which I have done videos for, which I'll drop in the description below. Speaking of the latter, I've been getting a lot of requests lately asking about one of the setups, more specifically the Skylift setup. Now, upon reflection, yeah, this can be pretty daunting and frustrating. You have to head to one of 3 random airstrip locations and then fight off a barrage of enemy helicopters. You're basically a sitting duck through the whole ordeal, unless of course you perform them like I do. Now, I was actually kind of shocked that nobody else had posted this. As soon as I figured out this was a bigger pain to other people, I began searching to see what was out there as solutions for the Skylift setup. To my surprise, I found very little. In fact, the only videos I found were of 2 varieties. Players were either running around like their pants were on fire trying to take down the helicopters, or they were utilizing the 50 cal service-to-air trailer that is located near the Skylift. Both are very commendable, but hardly a solution for quick success. So this video is for all those players that like partaking in the cargo ship robbery but have a harder time completing the Skylift mission. As I mentioned, one of 3 different locations will spawn. The first, as you're seeing here, is located at LSIA. This by far is the simplest of the versions, at least for me, because it's closest to my chop shop. Also, FYI, my recommendation, as always, is to use the Mark II. Okay, as soon as you get close to what I like to call the danger zone, this will be the area that has a skylift and is surrounded by the enemy NPCs. You'll need to trigger the helicopter barrage that everyone is fearing. To do this, simply fly close enough to the skylift. I usually start firing when the Mark II locks on. This seems to speed up the trigger for the helicopters. As soon as you see or hear Jamal's message stating that the choppers are coming, you'll want to do an about face and head to the nearest open hangar, located here. Your goal is to head inside, away from the enemy helicopter's line of sight, and then quickly dismount from your Mark II and send it back to storage. You'll see why in a moment. Next, you'll want to head to the opening of the big doors, but not so much that the helicopters will be able to shoot at you. From here, you will do absolutely nothing. That's right, just wait patiently until you get shot. In this case, because you're at LSIA, this will be the cops. This is why you always want to return your Mark II to storage. As soon as you're dead, you'll spawn back at the airport. Simply request your Mark II and then fly back to the danger zone. You'll notice as you get closer, all the enemy helicopters are now gone. Now there'll still be some ground NPCs firing at you when you return, but you can lock on with your Mark II to take out the majority. You don't need to kill them all, just enough of them to allow you to jump to the skylift and fly away. You can simply call Lester to remove the wanted level, or just keep flying high until it goes away. And that's it. For the Fort Zancudo location, it's performed almost the same way. When you get close to the danger zone, I would recommend trying to kill as many NPCs on the ground as you can. You'll see why here in a moment. You don't need to kill them all, but try to eliminate as many as you can. Once you get Jamal's message and the helicopters begin to arrive, take off and head to the open hangar at the far west end. You're going to play it exactly like LSIA. Head inside, away from the helicopter's line of sight, return your Mark II to storage, and then wait to get shot. In this case, by the soldiers. Now, here's the key. You're going to respawn back at the danger zone, and as soon as your character returns, start running for the skylift. You shouldn't need to kill or get shot by many NPCs, as you hopefully got rid of most before heading to the hangar. If you were not able to kill as many beforehand, don't worry. You can either kill whoever you have to as long as you make it to the skylift, but truth be told, it's such a short run anyway. As long as you're snapped up, you should be able to reach a skylift before any real damage is done. And that's it. Again, quick and easy. The last location is Sandy Shores. And to be honest, if you get this one, I'd simply restart your session to get either of the LSIA or the Fort Zancudo. It'll be a lot easier and they're a little closer to the cities. However, if you want an easy method for this location, this is what you'll need to do. So, same as before, head to the danger zone and wait for Jamal's message. As soon as the enemy helicopters are inbound, head for the small above-ground railway crossing as you're seeing here. Once you arrive, you can return your Mark II if you want, but in my experience, you won't need to do this. You want to head into the overpass and position yourself exactly in the middle, so as not to receive helicopter fire from above. Once in the middle, you perform the old getting drunk under fire method, similar to the auto shot method we once used before Rockstar patched it. As soon as you pass out, you'll spawn back at the nearest police station. Your wanted level is gone, and the enemy helicopters are also gone. Request your Mark II, and then head back to the danger zone. When you get close, you may need to take out some enemies on the ground in order to safely steal the Skylift, as before, but that's it. Call Lester if need be, or simply fly high to remove any wanted level, and you are done. You've successfully completed the Skylift missions, and you've done so without having to run around like your pants are on fire. Alright, so that's it, my friend. Thank you for watching. If you like this video and want to help out, please subscribe, give a thumbs up, and let me know what you think. Have you tried any of these methods before? If not, are there any other tips and tricks you found that are also helpful? If so, drop a comment below and let everyone know. Until next time, be happy, be well, so you might be one maestro.